Good afternoon, students. In the last class, we discussed about the block diagram of nuclear power plant. Today, we'll discuss the nuclear reactor and its basic components. So, what are the basic components of any nuclear reactor? It is the control rod and the fuel, reflector, coolant, shielding, neutron detector, and the moderator. So we'll discuss one by one. First we'll discuss the fuel. So what type of fuel is being used? Uranium-235 are being used in the powdered form. Okay, they are used in the pellets of the uranium. What do you mean by pellets? You are breaking into the pieces. You are not putting in abundant or bulk fuels are not used. It is used in the pellets form. The entire reactor core and reactor vessel is filled with the uranium. So uranium-235 is a fissionable material. It undergoes fission very fastly, releasing large amount of heat energy. Okay, that heat energy can be used to generate the steam and push the turbine. So actually, what do you mean by this nuclear reactor? Means it is a one type of the to control the fission process and to sustain the fission process you need so many components. So the fuel uranium-235 is one of the very suitable material, one of the very fissionable material which undergoes fission very properly and give rise to many nuclei and many neutrons. Then comes the moderator. What is this moderator? To control the chain reaction we use the moderator. So moderator is to control the secondary neutrons that are generated from the primary neutrons. To control those neutrons, we use the moderator. To achieve this purpose, we use the moderators like beryllium, ordinary water, then the other water to control the fission process or the chain reaction. Any secondary neutron which is generated, when they collide with the moderator, their fast moving neutrons are converted to what? The slow moving neutrons. Basically the kinetic energy is what reduced in the fast moving neutrons or the secondary neutrons. So for that purpose we use the what? Moderator. Next comes the coolant. So the coolant is basically used to take away the heat generated from the fission process. So that amount of heat should not be propagated more, such that the entire nuclear reactor may be damaged or it may be broke down into the pieces. Hence, to reduce the heat in the fission process, we are passing the coolants, water, ordinary water or some other different coolants which may take away the heat. And next comes the reflector. So the entire reactor core is surrounded by the reflector. What do you mean by this reflector? As you know, during a nuclear fission process, when the small slow moving neutron bombards with the nucleus, it split down into two small nuclei and there's a release of 3 neutrons. So some neutrons, when they collide, but some of the neutrons fly away or escape from the fission process. So that will be a waste of the neutrons and the chain reactions cannot be further initiated. Hence, to conserve those useful neutrons, whenever they try to escape from the vessel or the reactor core, they are made to retrieve in the vessel itself. So as and when they are trying to escape, those will be bombarded back to the reactor vessel or to the reactor core. Hence that portion is made up of what? The reflector type of the material, usually made up of the lead. Okay. Next comes the control rods. So these control rods are used in the reactor vessel. Okay. Along with the fuel rods, along with the moderator, the control rods are being used. These are basically used depending on the power content. So to what is the necessity of our power, based on that the control rods can be pushed outside and inside. See, when the control rods are pushed inside such that it comes under the neutron flux, means neutrons are surrounded to it, so it will get attracted towards the neutrons and they will start reducing the population of the neutrons. So when the control rods are pushed outside, so there is no neutron flux at all. So means there is a chain reaction can be can be initiated or it can be propagated. So depending on the more power content, depending on the more power demand, I can push my control rods outside such that the fission process will start to continue. So if you can control the chain reaction also, or you can propagate the chain reaction also. For that we use what? The control rods. Okay, next comes the neutron detector. What is this neutron? It will detect the amount of neutrons present in the reactor vessel or in the reactor core. So last comes the reactor vessel. Okay, that is not shown in the diagram, but what is a reactor vessel? Especially it takes the fuel inlet and gives it to the reactor core, and it has a various amount of shielding process, then the coolant process. Everything is carried systematically in the reactor vessel, where the fuel inlet fuel are being poured into the inlet. Those come into the reactor vessel, where exactly nuclear fission process will takes place, and when the nuclear fission process, large amount of heat energy is being generated, that is used to convert the water into the steam for the further stages of the process. So this is how the various components will work. Thank you very much.